Hey everybody, I am live from my favorite place in the world, Sierra Leone, West Africa. But I wanted to kind of update you on the trip. This is the last day. We're headed to the airport in just a little bit. We'll hop on the sea coach and then take an 8:30 flight through Amsterdam to get back to Atlanta. But it has been an awesome week. We officially secured a partnership with Orange. So Orange is going to be assisting our school with technology. In fact, they're bringing a team out in the next couple of weeks to work on getting us better internet, which will make brain jogging a lot easier and better because we will have measurable data and be able to access what the kids are doing from back home. So super excited about that partnership, and they're going to help us in a lot of ways. Another thing that really happened was the U.S. Embassy just being very supportive of our programs. The ambassador came out today and saw what was going on, and I think they are very excited. We also had Partners in Health come by, and Partners in Health was just tremendous. Yvonne and her team are anxious to help us. They complimented our healthcare programs because we have not had any mothers die while giving birth, which is phenomenal considering that this is the #1 mortality rate for deliveries in the world, and we actually have had 0 in our clinic delivers. I'd say about 600 babies a year, maybe a little bit more. I actually got to hold 2 brand new newborns while I was here. We have had just amazing developments with brain jogging. It took off. I almost said, I pretty much said I created a monster because we have a problem. These kids are reading. Reading is not something that I'm used to seeing in Sierra Leone because a lot of times the kids are just learning whole word recognition, and if they've never been taught that word through sight and memorization, they don't know how to read it. And so to see our kindergarten and now our class 1 actually reading with phonics is a really exciting development, and everybody that came from all the different various partnerships were super excited, and I think that was one of the greater initiatives we saw this week. We're looking to take that. We took our kindergarten students from last year, graduated them into class 1, but now those students are still accessing computer daily, and they're receiving an audio memory program for spelling and phonics. And they're also doing a program called Math UC for multisensory math. So it's pretty incredible to watch what's going on. We have 75 students, but our goal is to have 200 accessing technology from class 1. That's our next goal, and we'll hit that in the next couple of months once we get our staff started and trained really efficiently. It's only week 1.5 or 2 of the start of the school year. We had all of our kids, thanks to everyone that donated, we were able to group them into colors. So every class has red, yellow, green, or blue. And so we're introducing small group instruction. We think it's normal to just pull in kids in small groups, but what you don't understand is that when you have 50 kids in a classroom, teachers aren't used to having support and help. And so to see a team pulling children out in groups of 9 or 10 and bringing them to these different activities, I think it was just incredible, and it really has helped to gain structure, gain a lot of order in our classrooms. Another amazing thing that happened, before I left the United States, my friend Gail helped me to get in touch with Melissa and Doug, and Melissa and Doug's education coordinator, Carrie, gave us enough puzzles for every child in my early childhood education program to go home with a puzzle in their backpack. And they wouldn't have these backpacks if it weren't for Forum Studios. So shout out to Donna Burke at Forum Studios. She's an incredible entrepreneur in Atlanta and one of the most giving girls, but just a tremendous resource. And the minute we said we had a need for 200 backpacks, within an hour she had filled that need. So thank you, Donna. But really cool to have Melissa and Doug. We're looking at a longer term partnership, an opportunity to really have every child in this entire school be able to have something to take home at night. When you think about a classroom library, which is what we implemented last time, thanks to Maggie and Sarah Beth's help from Rotary, but what we did last time was gave each child a book to take home from the kindergarten. We're trying to teach them responsibility. A lot of times we don't end up, these kids aren't trusted because they're not used to being trusted. So we're saying, we trust you with the greatest thing in the world, this book that means so much to me, but we're going to let you take it home at night, so then you can have, if you bring it back the next day, I'm going to give you another one. You deserve to have a book, and I want to share this with you. And that was so successful. So now they go home every night with a book and a puzzle. So could not be more grateful. We love picture books here. If anyone's ever wanting to donate picture books or knows a company that does really great picture books and would be willing to ship them over to us, that'd be incredible. They are a little bit heavy, so we need the thick quality ones, but that's another great initiative we're doing. Another thing that we're doing at the school is we have Kathy Troxell, who founded a program called Audio Memory. There's a reading program that has specific phonics, and we had a projector playing, and the kids are sounding out their words. Sat. So it's really making a great impact. Of course, they're always wearing their Whisper phones, which Steve Swain at Hairbrain donated the Whisper phones years ago and has continuously supported us. We have some new equipment that he sent to us this time, which really helps our students to hear specific speech sounds. It is going to catapult their reading. But most excitingly, I'd say our school's just developing. This week, we had so many potential partners come to us and say, you are the best school in Sierra Leone and we want to partner with you. So I think this is the year. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how the community is affected. And when we're looking at this, we're not just looking at the 4,000 students in our school. We're looking at potential partnerships that we could provide kind of a model school for others to share in a vision. So they can share and teachers can come in and learn from what we're doing. So with your continued support, everything that we're doing, we could not do it without you. I'm going to give out a few shout outs. Form Studios, Ashley Stamolis, Dean Stamolis, Southern Girl. Could not have ever started any of this. Of course, my own family and everybody involved with that, but everybody that has really helped to make this initiative great, thank you. All these kids, thank you, and it is really just a great place to be. If you've ever have the opportunity to join me on a trip, I'd welcome you. We have some great things also going on with the University of Tennessee, so go Vols. Don't want to share too much about that, but it could be amazing for everybody involved, especially my big orange. So looking forward to coming back, sharing everything with you, and just as always, I cannot say thank you enough for supporting Education Cures. Of course, having my girl Christy here was a huge excitement to be able to share in this with her, and so just looking forward. Oh, wait, I got one more thing. We had an awesome thing happen yesterday. We were given, Mark Curry donated some soccer uniforms and some soccer balls, and I don't say just a few. There were like hundreds of them, and I think about 50 soccer balls, maybe even more, at least. We were blowing up soccer balls all day long. But one of the cool things about sport is that you don't have to have massive soccer courts or facilities. I'll post a video later, but we just handed out 9 jerseys to one team and 9 jerseys to another team. And all of a sudden, and these aren't teams, these are just random children. We just put them on them and then handed them a ball, and they all of a sudden had organized play. These kids had never had a uniform or something like that. They'd never had that opportunity, and we got to go around the community and just throw out balls to random, soccer and football is a really big thing here. So to be able to throw a soccer ball out to some of these kids who've never had anything, pretty amazing. I'll introduce you to my good friend Francis. Say hi to America.
Hi, good afternoon.
Francis is wearing the Here to Teach shirt, but Francis's story is pretty cool. When was the first time you touched a computer, Francis?
Last year, May.
Last year in May. So Francis came, and he's always been really helpful. He is the guy that carries the suitcases. He's the guy that is just goes and gets everything you need. If we need ice, if we needed anything, he's just there to help. But for the past 3 years, we've noticed that he's really dedicated. So when we were looking for staff that was dedicated to help us and we could have trustworthy teams to carry the computers, but not only to just carry them, but to guide our kindergarten students. Francis knew the alphabet, and Francis knew all of the things to teach them. So Francis has actually been holding the heads for brain jogging and helping, but it's been neat to see that you don't have to have university qualified teachers every time. You just have to know more than the person that you're teaching, and Francis has done a tremendous job in helping to lead this computer lab. So brain jogging would not be possible without Francis, and I wish Sasko was here, but Sasko is another one that's amazing, and we are just so incredibly grateful. Sasko's running around. Say hi, Sasko! Say hi! But you see them there in the Here to Teach shirts. And that's because we want them to know you are here to teach. And you're not here, I always laugh, I say, he is not here to go get your nails. Get someone else to get your nails. He's been promoted. He is here to help teach. And so everyone wears Here to Teach shirts, and our Education Cures kids wear Here to Learn shirts. We, of course, would love more donations of the t-shirts because those do make a big impact. Whenever you're walking around and somebody says, hey, can you do this, can you do that? And all you have to say is, no! He's here to teach, or no, you're stealing her education. She's here to learn. And it does make a big impact, and it's really impressive to the partnerships that we have. So if anybody knows a t-shirt company that wants to donate t-shirts for all these children, we have a lot. So that would be incredible. But we're going to be doing a lot of big things. I think the next thing that we're really going to try to make happen is having adequate furniture in our preschool classrooms. We had a little bit of an incident because the carpenter here will make the wooden furniture, and one of the kids sat in a broken chair and he hurt his head. He's okay, but it definitely put on my heart that we need preschool furniture and we need things like that that are really great. We're gonna have to ship a container over. It'll be a few $1,000s to do that, probably anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000 to ship the container, but then we could fill it with a lot of stuff that we need and just to elevate our program. So as always, just continuing to say thank you, but wanted to kind of give you an update on the week. It's been an incredible week. Thank you to the embassy for your support. Thank you to everyone here for coming out, for supporting us, and looking forward to coming back soon, but we'll see you guys in America. Bye. Say bye.
Bye. But that wasn't even me.